Welcome to Life, Death, and the Law, presented by the law firm of Deason Garner Hansen, hosted by attorneys Shawn Garner and Adam Hansen.
Let's give an example. Let's say, so what we do in our firm is we spend a lot of time on outlining all the particular issues that a client wants to include in their estate plan. And so our outline is very, very intricate. Now, our outline is linked to different paragraphs, hundreds, if not thousands of paragraphs that are then compiled together by software to make a comprehensive trust and or a will or a power of attorney or whatever it might be. But we are working on the actual legal aspect of it, and then we allow the paralegals to implement it into the software, and we review the final product to make sure that it came out correctly. And when we talk about that to other attorneys, they say, oh no, we just draft our trust, or we just use a template of a trust that we used previously, and that's how we do it. And for me to think about them sitting there writing the portions of the trust themselves is like, it'd be like Elon Musk going down on, the assembly line of Tesla and welding parts of the cars together. Like, that's not the best use of his time, and his company would never succeed if he did that. He's got to be up conceptualizing it and then reviewing the final product to make sure that the quality control is there. But there's no way that that company could succeed if he's down there on the line. And I think it's the same thing with every other profession out there. You've got to have a manager overseeing all the production. And what I think you should do is delegate anything that you can that you don't specifically have to do, so you can focus all of your experience on the highly important and professional issues.
Absolutely, and this method that you're talking about is so much more personal to our clients because we get to focus our energy on the real issues at hand. Most attorneys don't even get into that because they're spending so much time asking about addresses and phone numbers and little trivial things like that, instead of asking about the real issues at hand, like, is this a second marriage, and how do the kids get along with this new spouse? And
how are your assets held? Are they in your husband's name and your wife's name? Do you have a kid jointly held with it? And getting the documents in place to actually verify that.
Absolutely.
Every attorney that we talked to, I said, do you review every one of their financial documents?
Did you acquire this before you were married? Did you get it after you were married in Arizona? So there's a lot of community property issues that arise.
We put a film out there on YouTube that goes through what most people think happens in an estate plan and what actually should happen in an estate plan. So if you Google that, it's called Best Practices, Estate Planning Best Practices.
If you have questions or want to know more about something that was discussed today, please call the law firm of Deason Garner Hansen at 928-783-4575 or visit yumaestateplanning.com.